Welcome to my home. Today I'll be cleaning the living room and kitchen. Follow along as I show you how I keep these spaces looking and feeling fresh. Let's get started. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Jen and you're watching Love Mrs. G. I'm going to give you a warning, this video is pretty long, so let me know in the comments below what you prefer, longer or shorter content, or a mixture of both. On a warm summer day, it's not the glow of a full moon shining in the night. There's nothing grand about it. We're gonna jump in cleaning off the TV stand. I'm gonna dust it with multi-purpose end dust. I think it's an orange scent. Had it for a while. It does help with the dust some. It gets really dusty here with the pellet stove. So now I'm gonna let you get back to watching the video. It's not a trophy on the mantle, or that raise that was overdue. It's not a wish that has been granted, but being freed by truth. It's not a winning scratch-off ticket for never needing more. It's not getting through the hard times. Did you know that the cheapest place to buy microfiber cloths is not in the regular cleaning section of a store? It's actually the automotive department in, say, Walmart, or to go to an automotive store. They're much, much cheaper. Now, the ones in Walmart that I buy, you get, I believe, 20 or 30 to a pack for $10. The edges aren't finished, but it has no bearing on how the product works. The ones at O'Reilly are larger, and you get 20, and they are finished off for $10. Thought I knew what love was, I didn't have a clue, but now I see it clearly. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. How often do you dust? I find with our pets and the pellet stove going in the winter, it has to be fairly often. One tip for keeping some of the dust down is to, during the winter, run a humidifier. It seems to stop your pets from shedding quite as much. Beside me, and the sun shines through the window, watching you glow. Well, welcome to my clutter zone. If you're like me and every flat surface in your house seems to collect things, so I'm gonna get this cleaned up. I can trust. It's one of the few things. So, who noticed the outfit change? I finally made it upstairs to get dressed, and realized that in my last clip that my hair looked hideous.
so you'll have to excuse that. I was going to delete that clip, but figured I'd throw it in there anyway because it's life, and here we are.
Wash the dishes, make some coffee, hear you singing right beside me, feel the world stop and remind me you are my home, all that I need. You're one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on, one of the
I discovered while cleaning the shelf off that somebody had spilt some wax on top, and I grabbed my, it's my Cricut scraper tool, which is generic. I used it to just scrape the wax off the top of the shelf, but a credit card works too, takes it right off.
You're one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust.
How adorable is this little green truck wax warmer from Walmart? When you turn it on, the headlights come on. This was one of my favorite holiday waxes this year that I bought from Walmart. It smells so good. I'm trying to use up the rest of my holiday scents, but I bought a lot of them.
Sleepless nights, phone calls and candlelights, those were the things I liked the most. And back when we were passing notes in school, spent our summers by the pool, talking about what we'd be when we're grown. Well, those were the days. You're taking me back, you're taking me back, when the world was smaller and everything was ours. You're taking me back, you're taking me back, when everything moves slower. You're taking me back to better days. Trips, late night drive to our favorite hits, burning through a mixed CD we made. Just a couple kids, nowhere to be, taking time for making memories, living life like we were runaways. Yeah, those were the days.
Cleaning the living room is really not one of my hated chores, but the dusting in here certainly is. It seems like there's so many things to dust under and around.
You're taking me back, when everything moves slower. You're taking me back to better days.
You can always tell when I'm cleaning something dusty because my face starts itching. I'm allergic to the dust and the cats.
Back when we were unafraid, starry-eyed and full of wonder, take me back to the better days. You're taking me back, you're taking me back, when the world was smaller and everything was ours. Taking me back, You're taking me back when everything moves slower. You're taking me back. You're taking me back when the world was smaller.
If you follow my channel, you're going to notice that I have more than one vacuum. I have 2 brand obsessions, and that's Dyson and Shark. I'm not associated with either one, and I'm not sponsored, but I'll tell you, Shark has always been my absolute favorite. Even though I love my Dyson, I'll always go back to Shark. I bought a Shark stick vac that is cordless over Black Friday, and I am in love with it.
Taking me back to better days.
I'd give it all just to have you tonight. When you say you're in love, makes me come undone. Something perfectly wild spinning round.
Aw, there's my sweet Lulu Bog. So now I'm just going to sort through the dog and cat toys and throw away whatever Lulu broke up and take out anything that doesn't belong.
Nothing compares to feeling soul. Something magnetic, wholesome and true. Of all the gifts I've been given, my favorite is you. When you say you're in love, makes me come on.
I think little Miss Lulu's afraid that Mama's going to steal all her toys, so she's going to keep a close eye on me.
Child, oh, in all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. Something perfectly wild spinning around like a child. Oh, in all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. Something perfectly wild spinning round like a child. Oh, in all that you are
This dog treat hiding toy came from Dollar Tree. It's good for a dog like Lulu, who's very treat driven, because it slows her down a lot from just gobbling her treats up.
You are good. You are good for my heart.
Honestly, I really think I need to get in here and clear out some of the toys out of this basket. These animals seem to have obtained a lot of toys over a very short amount of time, and they're starting not to all fit in the basket, so I think it's really time to lose some of them. The dog mama and me realized that if I put the things in front of the basket, Lulu probably wouldn't be able to get into her chew toys, and she probably wouldn't be very happy. So you see me adjusting and moving them around. This house that you see me moving around was Bella's idea. She wanted the animals to have a little house to sleep in. So it became a family effort to turn a cardboard box into a house for the animals. I think it turned out pretty cute. That's why it's still here. Mo, our cat, seems to think it's his house. If you happen to wonder what I'm doing, the pellet stove controls are on the side and I was turning it down. The house had finally come up to temperature for the day. The pellet stove does a good job of heating the house unless the temperatures drop way down. We've seen minus 30 up here many times. We do have a backup heat source. We have a kerosene heater in case the power goes out because the pellet stove does require electricity to run.
Circles in, love is first when it lasts. Daylight burning and sifting sand through its glass. Tracks in the sky like highways of gold. Sweet lemon breeze that flew through the cold. I belong to you. Eyes that see right through words of prose. Worlds of me and you in windows of blue. Lifeline ago. Lovers gaze on an empty bridge to the west. Climbing up mountains under a desert sunset.
Here's an interesting fact. When I tell you that the house that we live in was a fixer-upper, when we moved in, the wall to the right of the pellet stove and around the corner, there was nothing there except the exterior of the wall. I had to insulate and drywall when we moved in because there was no insulation and no drywall.
Worlds of me and you in windows of blue. A lifeline ago. I belonged to you. Eyes that see right through words of prose. Worlds of me and you in windows of blue. A lifeline ago.
If you've noticed our little boy dogs running around with their diapers on, just know that they're going on 16 years old and they're our little old men. So there's that.
We're flying high like a jet stream. See it in your eyes that you feel me. Never wanna come down to the ground. Setting sparks to fires when you're with me. And I realize what it all means when our hearts beat loud to the beat. There's a song in my head, wanna play it again. Soundtrack to the best days we ever had. You're the one on my heart, erasing all my scars. Oh, I love you so bad. I am better than a bed whenever you're around. Oh, you're looking at me unconditionally. Oh, your voice comes through to me in every single crowd. And I know you love me till the sky falls down. Till the sky falls down. How we got it so good, I don't know how. Tattooing your name on my heart now. Never wanna let go of this feeling.
As I'm editing this video, I realize that poor Lulu's doing everything in her power to avoid that vacuum. She's not a big fan, can you tell?
Believe. There's a song in my head, wanna play it again. Soundtrack to the best days we ever had. You're the one on my heart, erasing all my scars. Oh, I love you so bad. I am better than a bed whenever you're around. Oh, you're looking at me unconditionally. Oh, your voice comes through to me in every single crowd. And I know you love me till the sky falls down. 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 Till the sky falls down.
Yes, I know, this looks odd. When we were undecorating for Christmas, though, what happened is a bunch of glitter fell on top of the house and it never shook off, so I'm just vacuuming it away.
It's not the mighty Mississippi, not the sunshine in LA. It's not a snow-capped Rocky Mountain on a warm summer day. It's not the glow of a full moon shining in the night. There's nothing grand about a canyon that holds a candle to your sight. The most beauty that I've seen is you. Is you. It's not a trophy on the mantle or that raise that was overdue. It's not a wish that has been granted or being freed by truth. It's not a winning scratch-off ticket for never needing more. It's not getting through the hard times and being better than before. Nothing beats the feeling, so nothing else will do. The best thing that's ever happened is you. Is you. Is you. Is you.
One thing that I've found to be a challenge about making these videos is not walking off screen constantly to put things away. So you see me kind of shift things around and pile them together and move them around. It's because I'm trying to figure out what to put where and when to actually remove it without making a bunch of extra trips off screen.
It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you.
The sectional is about 3 years old. We were going to replace it, but we decided that with Bella and the animals, it was just not worth it. I don't know why it comes off as a very strange color green on screen. It's a little lighter, and it don't look brown in person.
Circles in, love is first when it lasts. Daylight burning and sifting sand through its glass. Tracks in the sky like highways of gold. Sweet lemon breeze that flew through the cold. I belong to you. Eyes that see right through words of prose. Worlds
Someone got some chocolate on the couch. I'm not going to mention any names. But I'm going to use some spray and wash to get it out real quick because I don't feel like taking all the covers off my cushions today.
lovers gaze on an empty bridge to the west.
I've never tried spray and wash on the couch before for a stain, but let me tell you something. This stuff made a huge difference. It took it right out with no issues at all. So until the next time I can wash my couch cushions, the stain's gone. And guys, it was chocolate.
Yesterday's kiss, I belonged to. Eyes that see right through words of prose, worlds of me and you in windows of
Poor old Lucky Boy looks tired from all my cleaning, or either that he's bored stiff.
lifeline ago.
I've been asked a few times about my table. Yes, it is a patio table, and no, it's not Pioneer Woman. It's made to look like Pioneer Woman, but it's a dupe. I paid $50 less for it at Walmart. It's sturdy and lightweight, and really I think it's going to hold up well. It's perfect for right in front of my window because we can see the birds, and it's a nice place to sit and have coffee or to eat dinner without overtaking my whole living room.
Words of prose, worlds of me and you in windows of blue. A lifeline ago.
The bad news for me is it's time to do laundry. It's built up again. The good news for you is when I fold it, I'm going to answer some of the questions I've been asked. And if you have any questions for me about me or my life or cleaning products or anything of the sort, feel free to ask them in the comments below because that video is going to be coming out really soon.
Come down to the ground, setting sparks to fires when you're with me, and I realize what it all means when our hearts beat loud to the beat. There's a song in my head, wanna play it again. Soundtrack to the best days we ever had. You're the one on my heart, erasing all my scars. Oh, I love you so bad.
This Dollar Tree product may be a little surprising for you. Even though it's in a generic looking container, what's inside of it is what really counts. If you don't know, the actual product inside of this is name brand scent beads, and it's a big container. If I were you, I'd run to your Dollar Tree and grab them because they worked perfect.
How we got it so good, I don't know how. Tattooing your name on my heart now. Never wanna let go of this feeling. Soaking in your light right above me is an open sky full of our dreams.
Okay, so we're back in the kitchen again. What we're doing is washing out the kitchen sink, and we're going to get some dishes done. Before I started the video, I did stack everything up on my stove because everything was just in the way. So here we go. We're going to wash out the sink and get this done.
Skies, oh, I love you so bad. Oh, you're better, better, better whenever you're around. Oh, you're looking at me unconditionally. Oh, your voice comes through to me in every single crowd. And I know you love me till the sky falls down. 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 Till the sky falls down.
I'm loving this brand of sprayer that pulls down out of the sink. It makes everything a lot easier.
Down. Till the sky falls down.
The only reason I bought this particular brand of soap is because during the winter they sell it in peppermint, my absolute favorite scent. If only they sold it year-round. This hand soap is giving me a problem. It literally doesn't even want to come out of the bottle.
I'd give it all just to have you tonight. When you say you're in love, makes me come undone. Something perfectly wild, spinning around like a child. Oh, in all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong, stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. You are good for my heart. Nothing compares to feeling at home. The look in your eyes, bringing peace to my soul. Something magnetic, wholesome and true. Of all the gifts I've been given, my favorite is you. When you say you're in love, makes me come undone. Something perfectly wild, spinning around like Something perfectly wild spinning
Time to get some good smells going on in here. This one is actually a candle that I bought a few years ago, and I still haven't burnt through it.
Something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark.
So my shark stick vac is dead, and this vacuum wants to try to eat my rugs, so I'm just going to shake them out and vacuum up the floors.
Oh, and all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. You are good for my heart.
You may have noticed that my tiles in the kitchen need to be replaced. That's in the works for later on this year. I've just got to pick out something that I like and get them put down. If you have color or pattern suggestions, I'm open to hearing them. Leave your ideas in the comments below. So, let me ask, when is the last time you cleaned underneath your stove? For me, I'd say it's been about a month. Tell me in the comments below. I would clean under my fridge, but it's kind of hard to pull out, and I'll have to do that at another point.
Sun sets the sky on fire behind. Something unfolding. It's good and it's right. I give it all just to have you tonight. When you say you're in love, makes me come undone. Something perfectly wild spinning round like a child. Oh, and all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. You are good for my heart.
A lot of times when you see me cleaning my walls, you see me use my spin mop, which is excellent for that. But because the walls were kind of greasy and dusty, I wanted to get at them better, and I really didn't want to have to run my spin mop through the wash yet. So I just used a cloth to wash it down.
Something magnetic, wholesome and true. Of all the gifts I've been given, my
Are you wondering what the white lump beside my hand is? It's just spray foam. There was a hole that went from the basement to up here, and I filled it full of spray foam to keep the draft out of the house.
something perfectly wild spinning round like a child. Oh, and all that you are
Here I am wielding the driver. I'm putting up the trim underneath my cabinet that's been sitting there now for about a week and a half. Generally, yeah, you would use finish nails, but in this house, nothing seems to go the way it should. So here I am with the driver, and I'm going to put that trim up.
Something perfectly wild spinning around like a child. Oh, and all that you are good for my heart. Something rare, something strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark.
Just vacuuming up the new mess that I made. I'm still loving this island that I bought from Wayfair. It was worth every penny. But I got a question. Would you guys paint the existing cabinets in the house the same color?
Strong stands against all the odds. Love that blooms in the dark. You are good. You are good for my heart.
You're taking me back to the sleepless nights, phone calls and candlelights. Those were the things I liked the most. And back when we were passing notes in school, spent our summers by the pool, talking about what we'd be.
Now I'm just clearing the island off and wiping stuff down. How many of you like to bake? And what do you like to bake? I make a lot of breads in the winter and things like that. Now I'm just putting my coffee pods into this candy jar that I actually bought from the Dollar Tree. Have you guys seen these? $1.25. They're actually pretty big. As you can see, I'm fitting a lot of coffee pods into it. And I bought another one for a cleaning product that I'm going to show you a little more of in my next video. I don't know if I mentioned it in a prior video, but sewing is something else that I enjoy doing. This mixer bowl cover is something that I made, and I've actually sold a few of them too. That's what I'm getting ready to put back on my mixer so that a bunch of dust doesn't get into the bowl. It's actually come in pretty handy because I don't have to wash the bowl every single time I use it.
You're taking me back. You're taking me back. When the world was smaller and everything was ours. You're taking me back. You're taking me back.
I'm 90% sure that the scraper from Pioneer Woman was never meant for cleaning, but I've never used it for any cooking task. I always used it to scrape pans and my counters and stuff when I'm cleaning them.
So take me back when we were younger, and back when we were unafraid, starry-eyed and full of wonder. Take me back to the better days. You're taking me back. You're taking me back. When the world was smaller and everything was ours. Taking me back. You're taking me back. When everything moves slower. You're taking me back. You're taking me back. When the world was smaller and everything was ours. You're taking me back. You're taking me back. When everything moves slower. You're taking me back to better days. You're taking me back, all the way back to better days. Oh, you're taking me back to better days.
For some odd reason, I decided that I was going to rearrange all the see-through canisters from light to dark, and it worked out fine because now it's easier to get to the things I use the most.
In the morning, when I wake up, you were right here, right beside me, and the sun shines.
I spy an empty coffee canister, can't have that time to fill it back up. If you're a coffee drinker, what brand of coffee do you drink?
Right beside me, it's one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust. It's one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust. Wash the dishes, make some coffee, hear you singing right beside me, feel the world stop and remind me you are my home, all that I need. You're one of the few things I can count on, one of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on.
Moving on to washing the floor. And if you notice, I've got my Fabuloso, which has been a big conversation in the threads underneath the last video that I put up when I asked you guys if you had ever used it. Apparently, the purple one's a pretty popular option, but I've never tried that one. I gotta say, lavender's really not my favorite, so I may try another suggestion, which was the lemon that somebody else said that they liked.
One of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on. One of the few things I can trust. You're one of the few things I can count on. One of the few things I can trust.
If you've made it this far, I am impressed. So, let me ask you, do you prefer longer videos, shorter videos, or just a mixture of both? This video ended up being a lot longer than I had intended it to, but if you're looking for lots of cleaning motivation, there you go. So let me know in the comments below what you prefer for videos, music, or what you would like to see. I'm open to any and all comments and ideas, so put them out there and let's see what we can do.
Sunshine in LA. It's not a snow-capped Rocky Mountain on a warm summer day. It's not the glow of a full moon shining in the night. There's nothing grand about a canyon that holds a candle to your sight. The most beauty that I've seen is you. Is you. It's not a trophy on the mantle or that raise that was overdue. It's not a wish that has been granted or being freed by truth. It's not a winning scratch off ticket.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And remember, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.
Nothing be